We are starting in just about 3 minutes, guys. Okay, I think we are ready. There's no animal today. That's interesting, anyway. I'm just going to make sure we are actually ready because I'm making sure that everybody's here. Chat room's working okay, hopefully, today. Got any problems? That's wonderful. Um, right. Okay. Oh, wait, we start now. So welcome, guys, to Saturday. Welcome to another live stream, general chat, Saturday afternoon, live from the Queen Room in Sunderland. If you all want to know where it's based at. No, welcome, guys. Good afternoon. Welcome to the live stream here at 6 o'clock tonight. Just give you general chat, updates, and Queen stuff, and whatever you want to talk about is fine by me. So welcome. I have got a lot to tell you guys. I've got exciting news to tell you, and something that's going to make you all happy as well. This is only exclusively available on this stream, by the way. You'll be the first to know about it today. Yes, I know my beard is going white again. I haven't had time to dye it, and I haven't had time to get my hair cut because I've been busy working on tracks and stuff. Because what a week I've had. It's been a phenomenal week this week. Basically, this week has been really bloody fantastic. Had a lot of news, We've had a lot of things happening this week, and I wish to tell you everything, but this stream is going to be pretty long today. But we'll tell you the best news later, because we have a massive announcement to make that's going to make you happy. And I can't say yet, but we are going to only say this live on this live stream today. This week, I'm going to talk about recording, studio, traveling, promotion, merchandise, website, Jade's album, and Queen as well. And anything else we'll talk about. Music, Fan by Me. And an exciting announcement coming up later today, which I'm going to say. And I'm excited about it. And we will tell you guys later. So, oh, and plus something else that we are going to do today. A reaction video today. A reaction video today. Which I'm very excited to do live on Queensville. So over the next 2 hours, we're basically going to chat. And we're going to have an amazing stream today. Have a great time. So questions in, guys, today. Anything you want to talk about? Projects I'm working on. What kind of juice do I drink? Where is the cream room based on? The Queen Room. It's the Queen Room, isn't it? And I think first of all, before we go to anything else, you subscribers, you've really subscribed to the channel pretty long on Queensville. Queensville's going to be having a break for a bit. The channel's now going to be dedicated to live streams and also to do with my thing I'm doing for these people, artists and stuff, we're doing for the releases and stuff. There's not going to be a lot more content on Queen things. The channel's kind of going to diverse a little bit away from Queen for the moment. But we are still going to continue with the Queensville channel, and we're still going to give you content on the channel, okay? It's just that I can't really do Queen news because kinda there's nothing happening, to be honest. But I don't care. It's just anyway. So not a lot of Queen news to really talk about. But we will bring it anyway. If there's anything else that comes up, you know. Anyway. The Pipe Mixer's arrived on the dot every time he comes on live stream. 4 PM, he's always here. Something 4 o'clock anyway. But where you get questions in, guys, I want loads of questions today. Loads of questions like we did last week. Last week was brilliant. Last week's live stream got a lot more views than the previous live stream we did. I really enjoyed it last week. So get your questions in, guys. Also, ask questions about the Jade album. If you guys are still interested for the Jade album. Talk about a lot of exciting news happening as well. Got a great announcement coming later for you guys as well. You will never believe what happened to me never believe what happened to me on Thursday. I'm going to do it live on the stream, but she isn't going to know until I tell her. Because she isn't a YouTube fan anyway. She doesn't watch YouTube videos a lot. So we will basically go through everything. But I want loads of questions today, guys. So you don't just sit there and just think about questions, please. I want loads of questions today. Tons. And the better we get good questions, the better I can get the Queen stuff out. Anything you want to request, by the way, on anything reviewed on this channel, please let me know, and I'll do it live on here today. I don't mind. It's Saturday. We're expecting a thunderstorm coming later on. It is getting seriously hot up there, and we need to have a thunderstorm. We need it to rain today. It's just very, very rainy way to do. So, and we're also going to have a reaction video later as well for you guys, because I got it. I got it. So, first of all, the channel. So Queen News, as you all know, Queen News was a thing we did on here loads of times on Queen itself. I'm not going to do that anymore. To be very honest with you, I kind of think the news is getting a little bit rubbish, to be honest. It's absolute. So we're leaving that for a month. I'm not going to do that anyway. But we are going to concentrate on the business. That's what we're going to do on this channel now. We're going to be promoting our productions that I've done for this thing on this channel now. So it still will be Queen related. It's just that we're diversing away a little bit from the Queen news, and I'm still going to do the products anyway if you guys want to do it. But I am I've just had some amazing news this week that I really did so happy about. As you know, Mark is coming up to the northeast and he's living here permanently in the next 2 weeks' time. I am so excited to see that guy. In 2 weeks' time, he is joining this channel. He's joining this channel. He's going to join the channel with the live streams, and he's going to also do his Q&A session as well, which I have offered him, and he's up for it. So I'm really excited to tell you guys, Mark is going to be in this room because there's no travel rate up, to be honest with you, and he will be doing Queensville. 2 seconds, guys. Devon's being a pain today, so Devon's not coming in this room today. I'm not having that. She's just going to make her own little mess. She will, but you know what it's like. And basically, anyway, so that's the idea, that Mark is going to join Queensville permanently, and he will be coming to the live streams. He will be giving his overview of stuff as well, and we will be working together on a project this year, which is going to be good. So we do with along the lines of what we've been doing for the artists we've been doing for the past couple of weeks. So everything's looking great. Everything's looking really good. Also, this week I was in the studio in Prudhoe yesterday, and we've got back Jade's tracks. Later on, we're going to play you the new mixes of Burn, Secret Voice, Mavis Days, and the Red and Blue. And we'll play them later for you guys. And Jade was here, by the way. Jade was here in this room on Thursday, and I've never had a great day on Thursday. It was beautiful. More later. I'll tell you more later about the studio work, because good things are going to happen. Just got to tell you guys later on, we have got something, a treat for you guys later that I got. And I think it's going to make my life, fucking funny. To be very honest, it will. It will make my day nice today. So let's say hello to some of our subscribers. Well, hello Planet Mixer, again, he's here. Michael is apparently on time today. He's here. This is weird. He is always late at 6 o'clock. He's on time. No work today? That's interesting. So get questions, guys. I want loads of questions today. Just all sit there at the computer and think. Just go, hey, Tony! Like it's just yeah. Anyway, let's get the questions now. Let's get the questions. Planet Mixer says, don't know if this is your thing. Are you excited for E3 this Friday, where the show of the new video game conferences of new games? I am. I'm not a gamer, but I am interested in new technology. I am interested in PC work and studio work. And I have to say, actually, this is actually not a bad conference to go to. I know that the way that generate the games for this now, they really have done splendid with it. It's supposed to be a PlayStation thing, I think, but it's the PlayStation E3 or something. But it's pretty interesting how some of the creative games that are coming out, like The Room, which I'm wanting to play soon. That's really good because developers, gamers, big programmers, JavaScripts, and everything else. They all go to these meetings and say, we have a game here. We'd like you to test it. What do you think about it? It's like if you remember the games of Myst. Remember Myst games? The Myst games are great. I actually started playing a few of those games before I even got back into studio work. Love that stuff. Love games like that. Brilliant. Client says, excuse me. I feel when I listen to Mr. Bad Guy, the Mr. Bad Guy track, it's got a feeling touched to 1960s kids TV show Mr. Ben. What the hell? It's no such thing. No, I don't think so. Kind of a little bit like. Where it's backing music where he buys clothes in the clothing shop and goes on adventures. Oh, that part with it's weird music that goes in it as well. Oh, Mr. Ben was great. That was a great show in the 60s. I love that show so much. I actually have to say that last week when we talked about like worst videos of the 80s thing, which is a planned thing for Angry Penguin. You know, yeah, that's good. Mr. Ben was great. Good show. I used to love Jamie the Magic Torch. I used to love Sport Billy. That was the best. That was the best one ever. With his magic bag of tricks and his little car and everything. It was awesome. And I also remember Rosie and Jim, the disabled ones. What else? Dungeons and Dragons was my favourite one. I actually had the idea to use those actually in the last Angry Penguin video I filmed, watching it, and they couldn't use it because it's copyrighted by Sabam International, who have now bought the rights to all those Filmation and things. I think Filmation was bought by an American company. I think it's cool. And I used to know when I was Bagpuss. That's my favourite one of all time. Just chocolate memories. Will the releases by Entertainment also be available as stream or download CD Baby? I am looking into that. Bandcamp will be the solution for that now. I haven't got any plans at the minute to put it anywhere else because it's going to cost me a lot of money. But the streaming versions will not be available for a while. But we're just trying to get the CDs out first, because you're buying a CD and you're going to basically, if you get the CD, just burn it onto the computer and then just have it for life. But I don't think the streaming will work because the website doesn't actually accept, it accepts the players, but it doesn't accept going to the links to the things. And it's awkward. It's awkward. It's pretty awkward. Spotify was going to be the option. But Jade's got a Spotify account, but I can't put her stuff on Spotify because I own the rights to it. And she'll have to pay me for, and it's a bit stupid. It's really ridiculous. So I'm looking into Bandcamp releasing it, and Diggers Factory is releasing the vinyl release of it as well. And they're saying £15 for the vinyl release, with free PP and all that shipping as well. So I don't have any chance to download it, I'm afraid. But only one track will be available. Run With Us is still confirmed to be the download for that. I've just got to sort it out with PayPal and stuff and everything. But no, I'm gonna play the safe card and just ship the CDs out because I can't really if you're downloading it, it's not going to make any money for me. But if we work around it, we might sort something out. But I'm going to think about doing that. I might do it online. I don't know. But apart from that, I'll keep you guys updated about that. That's why I had a meeting on Friday about it. So hopefully, I'll let you guys know next week. I don't use your services myself, by the way. Everybody does, and I have it. It's crap. It's not like. But what you're doing is you're downloading it, but it doesn't sound the same. It sounds better on the CD when the sound quality is whooshed. Put it online, it's like shite. When you download it, it's going. And it's awful. So no, No, there won't be any streaming of it. They might be available to stream live on the page, but I'm going to have to look into that next week. So, but it's launched on the 11th anyway, the website with the purchase information. But please buy the album. Please buy the album when it comes out. We're going to play some tracks anyway today from the album anyway. So we got some recorded. So we've got 2 tracks to play with Jade singing on it actually with rough mixes. I think you'd be very impressed when we play it. Planet Mix says, is it true that Queen got nasty remarks of the press for releasing Gulf War clips in the early music video of Innuendo? Yes, they did. Yes. The rough cuts of that happened on Gray's Flicks Video Hits 2. I think for the DVD release of it, they no, they never. I think did they release on DVD? I'm not really sure if it was actually on here. No, it wasn't. No, it didn't put any. No, Innuendo wasn't on this. Yes, I remember because this came. We'll talk about that later anyway. I remember when the video came out on the VHS version. It was the first time ever released on it, and it was banned on BBC. Banned on BBC television because they had to cut it out. Had to make their own version of it to put more Freddie's stance on it with Brian's guitar and everything. So there is actually an alternate video of that. And the American version is brilliant because they did a great alternate version of it. They did some amazing fades on it and stuff as well. But the American version is really, really top notch. Our version got banned. It was only available on VHS, so Jodie put a 15 Civic on that actually. But you have to remember though, at the time that was done, the Gulf War had just started again, and it was when it was really bad. So yeah, it did. But Brian stated, if you watch the 91, not the EPK one, but if you watch the 91 interview, because he goes to saying about like maybe we shouldn't have put that in the video, maybe we should have kept it clean, or maybe we should have just done that, and you know, it is right what he said though. I mean, it's a great song. It's one of the best songs ever written. Recorded live in one take with Freddie on it. It actually was played live that in the studio. Innuendo's one of my. Like I said last week, we were talking about Innuendo, and everybody keeps having hooming and hawing about it, saying it's a good album, it's a mixed album, it's in between. When you work on an album, you've got to try and meet minds of how how it would sound. Queen went for a kind of a diverse thing, where they did Slightly Mad, Peter Straker co-writing that song. Wild to Ride the Wild Wind should have been on that should have been on the Roger Taylor solo album, to be very honest with you. All God's People should have gone back onto the Barcelona album, because apparently that was for Barcelona. Days of Our Lives, originally the Cross song. Roger Taylor wrote that. Hitman should have been on the Brian May solo album, should have been on Back in the Light. Bijou should have been on the Brian May album. Show Must Go On should have been on as a Freddie third solo album. That's what I think anyway. But it's a bit hit and miss with it really. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean I like the Miracle album. Miracle album's brilliant. That album, I Can't Live With You, great song. My dad loves that song actually. One of Freddie's greatest singing on that actually. It's also my favourite song of music bit. It is actually a great song. Anyway, it was brilliant. I would have had a fetus inside my mum's tummy where the Gulf War happened. But it's scary. It sounds. I was born near the exact date where Freddie was making Days of Our Lives in the music video. Yeah, it was the same year before it was done. It's a shame that Days of Our Lives was the very last video ever filmed. Innuendo was not shot for a release. because they felt that Freddie was too ill to perform in the video. And you know, when Headlong came out, that was the final live video they did at the studio in London before. But everybody was hanging around the studio thinking, "Oh, Freddie's in there, we'll hear him and everything." And that's why the press got crazy about it. And that was the last one they recorded in London. Headlong was recorded in London at Metropolis Studios before they moved over to Montreal and did the whole album there as well. You know, it was recorded in the casino with Steve Howe. But yeah, it's a hit and miss album. If you like it, if you like it. But it's just, you know, it's one of the things. This is General Chat this afternoon. It's 4:15. Welcome to General Chat. We just tuned in. Haven't missed much. Been talking. Devin wants to come in now and bother me. Devin does this all the time. Every time I live stream, she just decides she wants attention first. No, she's not getting attention today. She can just leave me alone for a while. There she is. Any more questions, guys? Come on, I want loads of questions today because we've got a surprise for you guys later. We're gonna keep the best to last. Right, get in, Devin. Lie down. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. Behave. No more funny business with you today, either. So let's get the questions in, guys. Let's get a lot of questions in. We had last week. Last week was great. Last week's stream was bloody fantastic. I actually watched back that stream. I love watching back my own streams on a Sunday, and I think, God, that was so good. This is waiting. We got a surprise for you guys anyway. Planet says, I have a feeling the beginning of Bohemian Rhapsody movie, which is out in the 24th of October, is going to feature Mustafa. I hope I got the track right on the first song on Jazz. Yes, it does. They're opening the film with that actually, which it's not the full song. It's actually just him doing the "He like he, I will pray for you." That's what partly using on it. They're not using the whole lot. I'm really kind of. I still think that this film is kind of going to be hit and miss. Robert De Niro's producing the film as well. What the hell's his involvement with the film? Produced by Robert De Niro, Brian May, Roger Taylor. What is Robert De Niro's involvement with this? Will they deal with Regency Pictures? Ridiculous. I mean, I understand why he's backing the film up because he just basically financed it because he was doing the he was doing the We Were Rocking show in London, which is no longer going now because it demised pretty much as well. This week, Greatest Video Hits 2. I had people asking me about this DVD. And they want me to apparently review this today. So we will review this later. That'll be later on. And this is the limited edition one with the, which is now at print. This is not print. But we'll talk about it later anyway. And here's something for you guys to think about. What's your favourite Queen video, and why do you think the video is special to you? And why do you think the video was made like that as well? There's a topic for you to talk about today. So that's something I want you guys to come up with some good questions today. I don't really have to say though. I'll just keep the best till last. That's all I'm going to say, because it's going to be really interesting. someone was asking me about projects coming up for the studio stuff. We've got 4 projects for Jade now, 2 albums for the next 2 years. Then we've got a Malice album, but we have an announcement to make today. And I'm really excited to tell you what's happening. I just hope she's not watching this. Anyway, moving on. Freddie was great in acting on all of his Queen greatest hits. He always said he wanted to be an actor. The best performance, Princess of the Universe, is the best ever. First filmed in America, that one. Fabulous, fabulous film that is. So let's talk about Greatest Hits 2. This phenomenal DVD that came out. This is the best one and the last one ever released. Some people are asking me, where is the innuendo tracks on here? What happened to that? And why is it all messed up as well? Why is it not in the right order of release? Well, I know. And why is it split into 3 chapters on the disc? And why is there hidden videos that we can't get it? Yeah, did you know there's hidden videos on this, guys? Yeah, there is hidden videos. Well, when EMI was putting this together, Rhys Thomas and Sam Lupton came back and they wanted to do a longer DVD of this. There was hidden bonus features on this that you guys probably don't know them. The first thing is there is a alternate version, which is the cinema only version of Highlander, Who Wants to Live Forever. That's available only on this DVD. Now the way you get to it is, as soon as you see the Who Wants to Live Forever image, click that image as you press select, and it opens up a bonus video of Who Wants to Live Forever, the alternate print of it. It's the same video, but it fades in white. But it's a great version of it. And it's longer. Because the ending's longer on it. Alternate version is brilliant on this. Also, the DVD is split into 3 chapters. I have no idea why I did that for. So 3 chapters on here is a joke. I don't know if that was for time issues or compression issues or whatever was going on. I haven't got a clue. Also, if you go to the menu screen and you go into the various chapters, you get the full version of Under Pressure without Freddie on it. Instrumental full version of it, of Under Pressure. And it's brilliant. It's also got an amazing part where David Bowie comes in and does ooh, fabulous. They should have released that on the demo version of it. Which I think they plan to do that actually. Someone was saying the release of that David Bowie thing, it's out in November. Yeah, November they're bringing it out. Yes. Very interesting actually about that release. Is going to be great. All that takes, especially feel like the original title for it. It'll be really cool. That's disc 1. There's also commentary. The commentary on this is very good indeed in this as well. And disc 2 apparently is all wrong. It's all wrong. It says over 3 hours of bonus material, including the previously unreleased videos of Backchat, Calling All Girls, One Vision, and Staying Power. Well, there's a fault on one of these. Backchat, the commentary for Backchat, apparently the commentary audio track, it doesn't go in sync with the video. Apparently it's something to do with when they were doing the DVD for it. The audio goes off out of sync for about 5 seconds. Then you apparently, this is a misprint on this, by the way, if you're wondering what it is. It says 30 minutes of making of One Vision. Right, that's absolute bullshit for a start. That's crap. It's not. it's 19 minutes long of the cut, because they couldn't get the rights to the original footage for this release, especially the part with the alternate ending. The ending of this is being edited because they weren't allowed to use a Doro version of it. They wouldn't have to use samples of what there was alternate things of it, which I really didn't like, because it's just that version when the clan Brian and Freddie's in the studio, and Brian's thinking he's playing his guitar. He's not. He's actually fumbling on the guitar, and they've done it as an outtake for the filming of it. It's not really. It wasn't even on the track. So that's one thing about it. Apparently, the hidden video on this disc 2 is the Ian and Belinda Wants to Live Forever. I don't recommend to watch it because it makes you cry. So be very, very, very careful when you watch that. There's also the making of the album cover for the albums. The video, the making of the Highlander video is not complete. The BBC were not allowed to give them rights to that interview, because the interview that is on here apparently is cut to shit, and that's to do with the Highlander release. So I don't recommend that at all. If the BBC gets that outlaw again, it'll be good. Unfortunately, you didn't get permission to use it from the BBC. Then the making videos are good. Nothing to say about that. They were taken from the EPK footage. But yeah, no videos at all from. It only goes from The Works, then The Miracle, then goes to. It's The Works, The Miracle. It's the Works. It's this DVD I'm talking about. The videos on here only go from The Works, Miracle, and Kind of Magic, Highlander soundtrack. There was no plans to bring a third one out. They didn't bring it out. And I tell you, the reason they didn't bring a third one of this out is because there's a lot of issues with the third issue. They didn't want to package it as the Queen Plus thing, because it didn't work. So this is the reason why you guys are wondering, where's Volume 3 of this? Why is it not out? Well, the reason they brought this out secondly is because they concentrated more of the last 3 albums that the Queen did in the 80s, which was The Works, Highlander. The Works, Highlander, and it was also Works, Highlander, Hot Space, and that was it. That's the reason why this is why it was out this package this way, because the third one they were going to bring out, they didn't want to mess it up, and it's a great decision that they didn't do that as well. So because the fact is, you would have had more time to sit down and think, where's Innuendo? Where's Days of Our Lives? Where's Headlong? And they ain't on this DVD. So this is the reason why you guys are wondering, where's 3? 3 will never be released. And the reason I won't release it is because it's just going to make it bad. Because the solo videos they would have put on, it's not really Queen related. There would have been material from Freddie's stuff, which they weren't allowed to put on this DVD anyway, because we're not Queen related. It has to be the Queen related stuff. That's why when I bought this one, I thought it was very good, but it's short. 17 tracks on one DVD is nothing. It's not enough. But this too, I recommend, especially for that. Well, apart from the edit of the Queen performance at Montreux at 1986, which is cut anyway of that. Tez mentioned our favourite music video to Queen. Yes, I was going to put today a poll in. What's your favourite video of Queen? And then what's the special reason that is for you as a Queen fan? What song do you think is good for your Queen fans to listen to? So you think about that for the next couple of hours. Think about what's your best video best song. Why is it relating to you? That's what we really want to talk about today. Get all the questions in, guys, today. Loads of questions today, not last week. And we've got a surprise as well coming in the shop, which is even good. So that's what we can talk about today. But now, I'm going to tell you something that you guys are going to be happy with. And I'm going to say it. And if she's watching, I need to say it. There's a video being removed from YouTube. My video removed today. And you may wonder, it was to do with Jodie. That video is now being removed off my channel. Guys, we've got an announcement to make. Jodie's coming back to the company. And Dead Inside is to be done. We talked last week and we have decided under new rules that I've set for her, she's fully committed to do Dead Inside. Dead Inside is going to be back on track. So just let you know, guys, that you'll be thinking, yay, yay, fantastic news. So that's going to keep me going for a while. Dead Inside is officially going to be released after Jade's album. Yes. So I need to say right now that after disagreements and sort of resolvements that we've had, we have resolved everything, and Dead Inside by Jodie is going to be officially released in August. So that's the news I want to tell you guys, and I'm happy about it as well. Under new rules and new regulations that I've set for her, she's going to be fully committed to do it. She wants to do it. And Dead Inside will be released in August. And I am so happy that the album is finally going to be out. So, if you guys want to say congratulations, what happened, what was going on, I'm going to quickly say that we basically just had to have a bit of time away, and after speaking, we talked in fact we talked a lot actually on that day, and basically we've just basically had a good talk, and Jodie just wants to wants to do it. So I hope you guys are really happy about that news. I just wanted to say that because it wasn't officially, in fact, this news wasn't meant to go out until the Friday, but I'm saying today for you guys on YouTube for the first time that Jodie's coming back, and Jodie's going to be committed to do Dead Inside, and that's why I have allowed her to come back as well. And she was in tears this week. She broke down a lot since we didn't speak. She just didn't know what to do with herself. So after I spoke to her, because I think it was a good decision to speak, I've offered her to come back, and I've offered her also a 3 album recording deal. Because Joe's going to do 3 albums for me. She doesn't know that yet, but she is. So I hope you guys are happy about that, and I hope you guys want to give me some congratulations and stuff, you know. I'd like somebody to say, well done. But that's really good news. And that's the first time you're actually going to hear this live on the stream as well, because it doesn't go any further than this, because Jodie, we talked about it, and she wants to do it. We also have some amazing stuff planned as well for that, which is really cool. Camera's going weird again for some reason, 2 seconds, guys. Oh yes, another thing is I've also gotten here is, unfortunately, I'm having to use Recover on my drive today because I'm recovering an iPod. It's been sitting here for over 5 hours and I've been waiting to get it finished off, which is even interesting. So, just in case you have missed that news, Jodie's album Dead Inside will be released in August. We're going to start recording that in June because we've got now this room's booked, fully booked now for the next month, and Dead Inside is coming out, and I'm happy. All right, back to the questions. Gaming Head says, my favourite one is I Want to Make Free because it's so funny. It is really hilarious. The best video ever filmed. It's so funny. Planet Mixer says, Innuendo, it was flawless with happy, love, fear, jolly, angry, all mixed in with burnt dolls in the theatre. Animations were spot on and Roger looks great in it. If you watch the interview, the original EPK interview with the graphics designer guy, who was great. Well, that was he and his other guy, Derek Follows, I think his name was. Those two guys worked on the animation so well, and he actually did want to do something without the band in it and using the images and that as well. It was actually all done by stop motion photography, and I love the video. I wish they got a release it. They can't. My favourite video of all time, apart from Who Wants to Be Lived Forever, which is so phenomenal, Prince of the Universe. So much power and passion in Freddie in that video. It is just phenomenal because he did it like a live stage on it, and Christopher Lambert was in it as well, and it was really good. The version that's on the VHS version of the Greatest Video Hits, Greatest Flicks 3 is chopped to hell. Absolutely chopped to hell. It's just not very good. So I don't recommend that at all. Though yeah, someone was saying Kind of Magic is my favourite video. Perhaps it's all about starting from bands up to perform and going separate ways after the finish in the video. Also love the effects. I do actually have to say that actually Kind of Magic is great. Filmed at the Playhouse Theatre in London before it even started before the Playhouse Theatre got demolished in the freezing weather. It was so cold as well. Russell Mackay directed that actually. Russell Mackay is a great director. Frustrating director, but he's a great director. Let's see. I'm Going to Set You Mad was so strange, but I do love the Queen wacky songs. Well, it was that song is not wacky at all. If you listen to the lyrics very carefully, it was about his health. That song's about his health. So I don't say it's wacky. The video's brilliant. Yeah, the video's wacky. The song isn't. It's personal. It's about Freddie's illness and disease, which was a great end to Queen. Yeah, the music was great. Good. It was Settled Test. Yeah, it was. Yeah, we just basically talked so much on Thursday. And she really had the initiative to talk to me, which was wonderful. And Dead Inside is actually in production right now, actually, because we did some tracks yesterday before Dead Inside. We did the new mix of My Best Days. We're going to play it live on the stream later. You've got to hear it. Magic happened yesterday. If you like Queen, you wait till you hear My Best Days today. Wow, phenomenal. I heard that I Can't Live With You rock mix for the first time some weeks ago, and I love it. The rock retake was done in 1997 when I went back into the studio before No One But You was out, and they just wanted to really rock it up so well, and that version is the best version you ever hear. brilliant. The original's too weak. That version was more bam, 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 bam. And Brian and Roger went into the studio, in the Cosmic Mill studio, and they said, we've got to do better on this one. So I'm very glad they did remix it actually for that. It was really good, really good. And in fact, it's a shame it was never a video made for that, because it would have made a good single for it as well. If I had redid it with Brian and Roger in the studio, going, I can live with you. Because I love that track. It must be Dad's favourite track of all time. He never knew who it was. I said, is that Queen? I said, yeah. I said, my God, this song's fucking great. And he loves that song. He really loves it. He loves the guitars in it. It's so fabulous. It's a hell of a good, it's brilliant. It's a bloody good Brian song. It really is. Best song ever written by Brian, man. Cool. The Queen Rocks compilation is also very great as well. The Queen Rocks video is no longer available. It's hard to get. The only thing on that video is the making of No One But You is on it, but it's a very short 10-minute clip of it, and it was the last video ever filmed with Doro Productions, and that's where Rudy cries in the video for real, and it was the last video ever shot. Queen video was shot. Headlong video must have been the last video made in London to have Freddie use a microphone pole. It must have been 89, 90, 1990 it was filmed. I've got a funny feeling that was filmed at the time they were recording the Innuendo album, because they weren't allowed to. There's some, because at the time they would film that video, they also, after the video was completed, they did the EPK for Michael in America, the Disney company, because at the moment they just signed the contract for Hello Records to have permission for all their albums to be out. And Michael Eisner, who ran that company at the time, he just wanted the catalogue and said, we'll take the catalogue, we'll remix it, and we'll do it. And they'll say, well, they'll leave you the catalogue in America first. You guys get in America. You do what you want. You remix the tracks. Brian, it was actually Brian's idea. That was, go on, remix the tracks for us. You release this. You release some good material. The UK will never get it. And we had to order it from America, and each of you had to order it as well for £15 each. Very cheap that was as well. $15, I think it was $15. I think it was for when it was coming out. But that's how the deal came around. Michael says, Tez, if you want, you can use my artwork for free on future releases of your artwork. I have some black and white paintings with dark meanings on my website. Oh, that would be amazing, mate. I don't want to take images off anything unless they are proper professional versions. I would like to see some of your work actually. Give me the link to your channel on my Facebook page, please. In fact, give it me on ST Entertainment, and I'll talk to Jodie about that. That will be brilliant. I'll use some of your. I'll print off some of your ideas for Friday's meeting. That'd be great. Planet Mixer says these small buttons are a nightmare to type on smartphones. Oh, you're using a smartphone, yeah? Oh, don't start me on smartphones. I'll tell you what was so annoying today. I was messaging Andy, the guitarist today, Andy Mack today, and I literally have to say that I was keep pressing the down thing on it, the down things and up things and stuff, and my thumbs, I was fucking annoying it was. And I said, I'm sure I'm doing something wrong. I was half asleep at the time anyway. Probably travelling away yesterday from Prudhoe, which was pretty meh. But I hate that. I love smartphones. I mean, mine's a Motorola. This is a Motorola phone. This. And I've had this for about. I've had this phone for about 2 years now. In fact, this phone has just been upgraded to 64 megabytes of gigs, 64 gigs of memory on this now. Because what you do is when you figure an SD card in this and you want to upgrade your phone, use SD card to put into it and convert it to the internal memory. phenomenal job. Apart from the fact it does crash a bit on your phones, which does crash Messenger a lot, which is kind of a bit of a thing. But this phone has never died on me once, and this thing's never broke. Because it's a hell of a good phone to use. It is coming up to 4:45. It is live here on YouTube today. It is general chat today. And studio work is coming up at 5 o'clock, so do tune in for the new mixes of Jade's album. Got some amazing tracks to play you guys out, and also My Best Days, the Brian May version, because you will never believe what we did in the studio yesterday. It was so cool. So tune in for that in a few minutes, because we're going to play that in a minute. The My Best Days, we've got to play My Best Days. Do not move from this station. Stay tuned. And it's supposed to rain today as well. Where's the rain, Devon? She's tired today. My sister's been up for a couple of days as well, and she went back today. I think she's missing Mummy now. Back to normal now, isn't it, Devon? Yeah. Do you like the Freya Fair's Master Stroke? I do. It's the first song with castanets on it, played by Roy Baker. And Roy Baker played the castanets on that song. And they also played. He also played on the. He also played on the. He plays the part as well. First time I've used the harpsichord in that song as well with Freddie on it. Brilliant. So cool. Right, we will get everything, guys. Keep your questions coming in, and after I come back, we're going to play some of the tracks that we've done yesterday on my thing. Yeah, Michael, I got your message, mate. Thanks very much. Right, be back in 2 minutes. Well, around a few seconds anyway. So I think it's pretty good how things have worked out great for me this time. Let's go now. I used a program called Recuva on my drive, and I've basically been using it today because I'm recovering a drive today. I'm not sure if this is working or not. No. Recuva is not working here. Why is that? 2 seconds, guys. I'll just sort me. Alright, I don't know what's going on here with the graphics. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I've just got to go to Task Manager and close this off because this is not working. Recuva end. There we are. Hopefully that should now have cleared all that shit out of there. Right, okay. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll just get everything back up and running. There's the charts. Just gonna make sure this iPod is working now. This is a Bush iPod. I've had to restore this thing because unfortunately it's been it's apparently had a crash on this, and I'm hoping that this did recover all the files in it. That's it. So hopefully it was recovered, it'll be fine. So I'll go get my. That's what I want to see. That. That's it. So hopefully now this should have all these recovered. Get off it again, I think. Yep, that's all done. So that's alright. Okay, that's all sorted. Recovered that. No problem. Been recovering this little iPod today. This is not an iPod. It's actually a Bush. It's a Bush 8 gig little mini iPod with a camera on it, which is kind of interesting. Cameras on that. Bizarre that is. Pretty good that actually. That Raku is fantastic. Good drive. So that's done anyway. That's Christine sorted out for next week, which is fine for me. That's good. Right. Okay. We'll go back. You could go back to your chat now. Then we're going to play some tracks from Jade. Let me just get my MCP player up here. I'm no longer using Winamp, by the way. Winamp's crashing on me a lot. I don't know why. Just is. Actually, we'll put that on first. We'll use first anyway. Right. Before we play My Best Days, the new version of it, for Jade, for Jodie's forthcoming album coming out. Yes, it is. We're going to play some more. We're going to be chatting about your chats. Let's just make this bigger. That better. That there. Right. Planet Mixer says Body Language is the gay video that they ever did. I mean, that in a way. I love Roger's remark on doing It's a Hard Life. He really enjoyed making that video. No, he never enjoyed making It's a Hard Life. He hates it. Look at that fucking wanker. Absolutely hate that video to bits. Body Language I don't like. It was banned on BBC for many years and they never showed it. It was just a way of his expression. That's all it was. I don't like that video at all. So, nah, it's that. Gaming Head says I have 64 gigabyte internal storage and that's stuff for me. I've got mine's 32 actually. Sorry, it was not 64. 32 gigs is what I've got on my drive, and it is seriously brilliant. Just something else crashing it for some reason, so that's why I got to kind of do that. Say okay, try that anyway for that. Michael says, "What's your opinion on the Canadian band Saga? I saw them on a farewell tour. Saga. I kind of, they're all right. They're all right. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say they were a great band. But they're all right. If as long as they're just tribute, also doing what they can, and it's really really good. Singer Michael Sadler was a Freddie Mercury fan, not in the singing necessary, but in going on stage. Well, actually, if you look at the video for if you look at the video Shine On from Jessica Soto with Cooney on it, that is phenomenal. The guy moves so good on that track. Brilliant. So see that video, Cooney and Shine On live. Just see the way Jeff moves on the stage. It's fucking outstanding. Well, that's before Jeff was unknown. Famous now. Some Saga albums are harder than others. They are. That's the thing about when I keep saying about albums. They're trying to make good albums. Like AC/DC made the last album, Rock or Bust, which was not bad. You'd be thinking, I mean, I guess DC, but it's been ruined. But that's me though. I'm trying too hard again. Repetitive. What do you want? What do you want? Might have to go off the stream for 2 minutes, guys, because somebody needs something to have. She hasn't had it dinner yet, so poor baby's got to have dinner. We'll take one more question. Be back in 5 minutes, guys. Some fan asked Brian May if there was a studio version of Hangman. He said maybe, so maybe one day we'll get this track one day. Well, yes, there is a version of Hangman hanging around anyway. It's on Mr. American Guy's channel. I can't remember the guy's name now. He did all the karaoke tracks on there. David L. Fuller. He's got it on his channel actually, with some other stuff on it. And then he's got that version of it on his channel. So listen to that version. It's brilliant. The guitars are a little bit different on it though, but saying that though, they're not bad at what they are. So it's pretty good. It's really good indeed. Right guys, I'm just going to take a break for about 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Coming up in the next few minutes, we've got a preview of Jade's tracks, the new version of My Best Days, the Brian May version. You guys are going to seriously love it, love that version. And then something else that I save till later. It's going to make you all happy. See you guys back here in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Queensville, live. Just had to go downstairs and sort the dog. It's desperate for her food. Okay, what's on my teeth? Oh, good. Yes. So, if you just tuned in, as you repeat what I said before, if you guys have heard the news today, Jodie is returning back to SC Entertainment. Then Inside is officially going to be out in August, which is bloody perfect for us. And yeah, so we're happy, very happy. I'm going to be in pain. Anyway, back to the chat now. Let's have a chat with you guys. Michael says the Cooney album was released together with the Panther release once. I have, because I've got it. I've got both actually. Jeff wasn't the music at the time because he sang the Panther songs for demo usage. Really have a school from this. Yeah. To be honest, the Steel Panther album is crap. It's despite the Panther album is shit. I don't recommend that Panther album all the time. I recommend something else from Jeff, which is Cooney. Man, living around the town. Performance is brilliant. It really is a good performance. It's got an amazing voice. Still at the start, she performs so well with it. It's got a great team also. Fabulous. Yeah, really good. Really good. Alright, keep that coming in, guys. Right, we're going to play you now the new version of My Best Days we did yesterday in the studio at Prudhoe. Me and Andy, we got the Queen sound for this one. We finally did get the Queen sound for this. So if you like the Queen music, you've got to check out this version of My Best Days. And I think I'm going to turn it up pretty loud because I love this version. So we did this one about yesterday. We tried to get the guitars sorted on this. We went for something incredible on this track. You're going to hear. We spent a lot of time trying to get this ready, and I have to say, you ready to hear this? Turn it up so loud on your computer right now. Turn the sound loud on your computer, and listen to what we did yesterday on this track. Forget the version we originally did. Check this out. I warn you guys, please turn up your sound loud. phenomenal. If you like that sort of stuff, Jodie's album is coming out in August. That is the finished mix of that actually at my best days. And I tell you what, we were in that studio over about 6 hours, and this was the last one we did. And we got it. We got it. And I was happy with it. And I love it so much. I love that track. It's so good. That will be on Jodie's album, Dead Inside, which is coming back out, which is getting finally recorded at last. But moving off from that, we're going to play some tracks from Jade's album now, what we did today. This is the rough mix of Burn. Now, before we even start, I didn't, at the time, mix this properly. This is the rough mix you're going to hear for it. But from my point of view, again, if you like this sort of thing, it's really cool. I love guitars on my best days. Do you know what? Andy did an amazing job of that guitar yesterday. I love that solo part in that song. I love this. It was really good to do that yesterday. Let's see. Would you do live shows with Jodie or Jade in the future, or form bands to manage perhaps? But the idea is we're not doing management. What we're gonna do is we're not gonna do a band. We're probably just gonna do like we already do live shows, but we're not gonna really do like bands, just backing tracks to them really. But we will do it in the future. But that's like way down the line. That. It will be this year, but because Jodie's album comes out later and Jade's album will come out first. But yes, we will. Yes, and it's Jodie, not Y. But yeah, we will. We will be performing live. Hopefully, try and get a live DVD out as well if we can, which I'm looking into the process of doing that actually. But yeah, we will do that. But let's move on now to Jade's album. I want to get Jade's album out of the way. Keep questions coming in, guys. Any questions you got on this album? By the way, Jade's album is so cool. This is the first time you're actually going to hear Jade singing this song. She was in here on Thursday and she put this down, and I tell you what, it was amazing stuff we did with this track. So this is the first play of the rough mix of Burn. Only on Strive Stream tonight, so check this out. This will be the single as well.
See the fire burn.
Sorry guys. Yeah, sorry about that. Yep, so that's Burn anyway. That's the single coming out on YouTube. Look out for the single coming out soon. Catchy rock song. Soul sound effects. Yes, soul sound effects. They were done with the sound effects were done reversed with a cymbal crash, and I did a great version of that. It's amazing. We haven't finished it yet. We haven't finished the song yet. We've still got parts of the mix and everything, but that's the rough mix of it anyway that you guys have heard. I'm very proud of that, actually. Very proud of that. The video will be released on YouTube in 2 weeks' time. So the album comes up first, and then the video will follow that later on. The video for it. But Burn is the first release of the single, so look out for that. Really cool. Next one we're going to play you is the Red and Blue. This is the one that I think is one of my favourite songs, apart from one of the songs, which is Bravest Days, being a phenomenal song I ever wrote. This one, it was written about, was actually based on Revolution Saints, so it was kind of Revolution Saints type song on this one. I actually like this version we've done now, this Red and Blue track. Actually, this is the first time you're ever going to hear this track, because it was played on the album mix of it, but this is the first time you're ever going to hear us sing this. And Jade is phenomenal. Keep your questions coming in, guys. I want loads of questions today, so we'll sit there and go, oh, phenomenal album. Any questions you want, any questions on anything of this, I would love to know. Here's now the Red and Blue.
Searching for soul. Future is heading into a place you want someone to hold. I am the sound, it's all around. To be the one you wanted, it comes to you, the red and blue, and you know that it's coming through. Oh, oh, oh. Taking the rock and heading the road where the music leads. Standing on the edge of time where I'm standing free. Everything's changing around the world to where the music plays. The answer within you begins to get the feeling right. I am the sound, it's all around. To be the one you wanted, it comes to you, the red and blue, and you know that it's coming. For all you need, the energy is feeling stronger to it. You dance around to be the clown, the way it's going through it. Sound, it's all around. To be the one you wanted, it comes to you, the red and blue, and you know that it's coming. For all you need, the energy is feeling stronger to it. You dance around to be the clown, the way it's going through it. Whoa, whoa. Red and blue, oh, 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 oh. The red and blue.
Jade's album, A Secret Voice, which is coming out in about a week's time now. Ooh, not very far now. I don't know why I'm sat in this chair. It seems to be... No, I know why. I think it's because this wasn't locked. That's why. Yes, it wasn't locked. That's why. So that is some great music for you guys coming out soon on ST Entertainment. I've had a phenomenal month doing all this stuff for this, and my point of view, it's really, really incredible how you can write stuff, and it's just really amazing how you can do it. So very, very proud to do something for this. And so anyway, so that's some tracks you've heard there. Lovely to hear your feedback, guys, and if you've got any questions, let me know. I don't know if the chat has stopped or anything. Has it stopped? No, it's back on. It stopped anyway. Maybe. Ish. Kinda. Don't know. Anyway, moving on from that. As you probably have wondered, we had a great time yesterday doing those tracks. We did 5 tracks yesterday. I had to record 1 track because unfortunately what happened was we were trying to lower the tone down on the voice on the track. Unfortunately, we struggled hard yesterday. So we were doing Tightrope first one, but Tightrope didn't work. So I went back. I came back home this morning. I woke up and then I thought, right, I'm going to redo Tightrope this morning. I was tired actually. So I did Tightrope and that was complete. We've just got to do we've got to record the tracks in there. Monday, I think Andy's going to do the rest of the tracks on Monday to do it, which is really cool. So that's nice. Nice guitar solos. Andy's absolutely phenomenal. I met him. I actually auditioned him through Nebum, which is Northeast Bands and Musicians, and he was the first one on board straight away. Straight away. He saw my live streams. He saw the YouTube videos. He listened to some backing tracks of Jodie's album. Then the second one, Jade's album, that came in first. And I sent him all the tracks, and he loved it. He watched all the live streams, and he was straight on board. We talked mono a mono. Chemistry clicked within half an hour conversation on Facebook. And I have secured him now on board permanent because he's phenomenal, and his studio's really nice as well. Nice clean studio is in. He's got like 3 guitars. He's got a pedal thing as well. There's bass in the band as well. He plays for Naz Cooper tribute band. And more information about Andy, you can go on to his Facebook page, alicecoopertribute.co.uk. And he was the first one who approached me, and he said, "How many projects have you got in line?" I said 4. I said, "Nice one." So we are going to be working hard to do this first one. Then we're going to do the second one, which is Dead Inside, because Lila's one, we're going to have to leave it because we're struggling a little bit, trying to figure out what sound she wants. It's hard. It's very hard, but we'll get there in the end anyway. We'll do that. But Michael was saying before, like, will you do live shows with Jodie or Jade? Well, that is something that I need to talk about with them guys later on Friday, because we have a meeting on Friday and we have a big meeting on Friday. So we're having a massive 4-hour meeting arranged on that day, and I'm looking forward to that. And it's going to be really good. The website is getting there. I've got to do a little bit, tweak some bits and pieces to it. Nearly finished. Just got a lot of stuff to sort out with it. Really got a lot of stuff to work on. But more importantly, we've got to get these tracks finished up, and we're just getting finished up by. Well, we said 2 days will be enough. to finish the vocals, which will be probably Tuesday and Thursday, and then Friday meeting on Friday. So and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So we've really got a lot of more ideas. We've got the concept. The next one we're going to do for Jade is going to be a concept album, but it's not a concept album. It's a gothic album we're going to be doing next, with Break Me in it, with Power Love, which is the a stair track. In the name of Love Trap. Basically, the whole Nigel Stock stuff we're going to do. Burn it, feel it, go with strong. Got a lot of ideas for that. And also, we've got planned 2 shoots for Jade and the other one. So, look out for them. Cool stuff. Plan Mixer says, I don't know the chat now. Plan Mixer says, were you glad that Brian May took action to Donald Trump for using Queen in his music campaigns? I was. I was very glad that Brian did do something about that. Very happy that it wasn't. I'm very happy that Brian did say you can't use my Queen. You can't use that Real Rocky song for your campaign. You can't. It's not a campaign song, because when Brian wrote it originally, you know, they were thinking, oh, he's using that song for it now, and that kind of spurred off that moment thing for it. But I was happy that I was very glad about that. But I'm glad he took action about it, because he owns the rights to the song. Well, they should have asked him first without using it. That's why when you guys watch that video back of the UK music scene now, when I mentioned about managers and terrible managers of the world and everything else, it's just absolutely horrible. Mikkel had put something to me last week about doing an Angry Penguin video of the worst 80s videos in the world. That is definitely on the cards, mate. But we're not filming that until August. We'll be quite a while away from that video anyway, or maybe July. But yes, we are going to do that. The worst 80s videos ever. I'm going to call it something like tricky tacky thing. Angry Penguin presents something like that. I don't know. But yeah, definitely worth looking at that. I've actually looked at 2 videos this week that made me happy, and they were awful. They were terrible. And there's going to be one of these ones where we're back in here filming it with me and my reaction to the video as well. We are actually going to do a reaction video tonight live actually on this channel. In fact, that's what I can do now if I get it downloaded and I'll show it live on the screen. Because this is something we're going to do live on here, which is funny. And I'm going to just download it now, and then because it is, we're basically going to, we don't need that anymore. We don't need any of this. So we need to get this video file. Yeah, we're gonna do this thing. Yeah, we're gonna do this thing live as we did with the previous video we did for a couple of days ago. But this one is going to be more funny, so stay tuned. Very funny indeed. Got something going to make you guys laugh. I just picked out today. It is good. It is good. So hopefully that will be sorted out soon. Oh, it's raining now for some reason. Oh, that's a plus sign. Good. At least it's rain today. Get rid of this horrible weather. Thunderstorm would be nice. So yeah, really cool. Let's have a look. Questions? Do you think Freddie would understand modern technology of today if he was alive, or do you bugger it, darling, and save it to the vinyls, in his own words? thing, my stream's going bad for some reason. I don't know why, it's actually funny. I would say in Freddie's mind, in Freddie's words, I would say that it would be interesting, but I don't think he wouldn't understand this about what's an iPod, what's a download, what is a thing, what's an MP3 file. He wouldn't understand that. Remember in the days of CDs when when Windows was introduced, Windows, the very first Windows 95, there was things called because when you put a CD into the player, into a computer, a normal music CD, they're called WAV files, and but you can't just copy them to the drive. You've got to rip them to the drive, obviously, because you're thinking, oh, WAV files there, let's just copy them over. Well, that doesn't work like that. But basically, it's just that anyway. So no, I think you would stick with on digital normal technology. Apart from the fact digital technology came ages ago from that anyway. So yeah, I would say vinyls is better. Good sound woman. Such a Jade's album coming out. Tez, where are you from? I'm from the northeast because it is pissing down here. I'm from Hilton Castle, Sunderland. It's not raining too bad here actually, apart from the fact it's supposed to thunder and lightning today, which we are expected to have. It's raining here now. It's not raining heavy, but I'm not in Northumberland today. Northumberland gets the worst. We don't get really a lot of weather up there. We get like showery weather. So because it's coming from the North Sea over this way, and because it goes, well, maybe it come from not Scotland down here. So yeah, but I'm from Sunderland. Sunderland is where I'm from. Wasn't born here. I wasn't born here at all. I was born in Nottingham originally. That's why my accent is not from the northeast. It's come up to 25 to 6. It's live here on Ustream. Ustream, which was Ustream. Oh. A few minutes we're going to play something really funny. We're going to save to the end because it is so cool. And I'm waiting for it to download actually. Something that we like to see. got to tell you guys. I'm from Newton Aycliffe, and this Mark guy I think I might know is he from Bishop Auckland? No, he's from Gateshead. Mark's from Gateshead originally. He is actually living in London now, but he's moving from London and he's coming up to the northeast in a fortnight, and I'm looking forward to see him. And if you guys have also heard the news that he's joining me live for Queensville permanently, but it might not be live in here, it might be like by video call, but you never know. But yeah, Newton Aycliffe's pretty nice actually. Nice area that actually. Bishop Auckland's also nice, but Mark is from down Newcastle way. He's from like because yesterday I was in Prudhoe doing tracks with what's her name, and so yeah, basically between there. So I'm like an hour away from here. I can get the bus directly to to Gateshead. Meet him at his place because he's near the town anyway. He lives in town, and then he's 5 minutes away from it. Oh, the smart guy took me and his wife, my sister, to take that concert. To take that concert. He was a big Queen collection of Queen. Oh my God. No, I don't think it was that guy. Probably somebody else. Because I know that he went to see that Lambert concert, but he went to see for Brian May. He did. It's true. Never went to take a concert. It's like it anyway. Likes Pink Floyd. More of a Floyd. He's a Queen fan, Floyd fan anyway. So, interesting. Very interesting. But I was not born in the northeast. I was born in Nottingham. I was raised and born in Nottingham. We came here in 1981 because my dad said, and technically I didn't want to live here. But right now I'm happy. But you ask me questions, I don't mind. Personal questions, I don't mind at all. because you guys probably don't know more about what I do, and you know, so just give me your questions, guys. I'd like to hear from them. You've got until about 6:30 tonight. If this weather does improve later, she has to go, you know where, but it might not. She might not go today, because she's pretty tired today, and I'm tired as well after the trip. So yeah. So any questions, guys, keep them coming in before we leave. So wait for this video to download, and then we can start doing this last thing of the day. Reaction video coming up in a few seconds. Just gonna open the directory, and then we'll get a screen capture of the. Actually, that's what I can do now. You can add the window capture 3. You can add the MCP player, which I did have. MCP player. MCP player. MPC player. It's not there. Restart it again. MCP player. There we are. There's MCP player. That's what the tracks I've just played, you guys. So just get this sorted out here. Hopefully this should play. I hope it does. That's finished now. Nearly finished. Just converting it now. Just hope this plays. I'm just seeing if the video is working. Should be on the top. The video capture should be on the top. Oh, it's not. Where is that thing? Where is it? 3. Alright, the 3 should be there. There we are, that's it, I've got it now. Right, so you guys can see the player. Don't need to show you that. Just get rid of the players first on this, and then we'll start. Okay. So I'm hoping this is going to work. Okay, that's fine. Let me just minimize this a little bit. This is way too big. So let's see if it works. That's it. Okay. So we've saved the best till last now. We have. So you guys, we talked about some dude a couple of weeks ago, Mr. Poley, Mr. Ted Poley. We admire the guy. Well, he finally got his video. EPK of his album, and we're going to play it to you with my reaction to it. But we're going to do some more questions anyway. I don't know Sunderland where I sort of don't know Sunderland. Sunderland's where Sunderland's where I met my first girlfriend, but it seemed Chaff capital of the North East. It's actually fine now. It's still got its drama and it's got its issues, but it's not a bad town. It's not a city. It's a town now. Town of Sunderland. It's not actually a city. It's a town. Sorry to say, because we're not actually. The town centre is a town centre. Town of Sunderland. City. I don't know how we couldn't call it a city. It's not really, because it's a small community area really because you've got Southwick, you've got Sunderland, you've got town centre, you've got the main areas of Sunderland. You've got up here, which is Hilton Castle, but Hilton Castle's not part of. Hilton Castle's not part of the city. It's a town. That's why I live in a town. I mean, I'm about 40 minutes away from town anyway, which is fun for me. I don't mind. Don't mind actually. No, that's fine. I suppose every town it has its flaws. Newcastle is the best. Newcastle is clean. Clean air. Clean, clean, clean. No mess, no fuss. Police every 5 minutes. On the roads. Look after the kids. Look after everybody else. And they do the job right. Newcastle is a great town. That's what, actually, it is the city of Newcastle. City of Newcastle, town of Sunderland. City of Newcastle is amazing. I really like Newcastle. I have been in Newcastle for over about, well, 2 years now. Last time I was in Newcastle, I went to see Ghost live with Chris. And it was a great concert. It was amazing. And I actually love going to live gigs. I've been to 5 live gigs within the past few years to the Auto Academy. Every gig I went to, Chris is always there. I love it. It's brilliant. I have no plans this year to go and see any gigs at all, actually, because I'm kind of working on this stuff now. But maybe one day, me and Chris may get together and you may take me out for a night. Somewhere nice. But I know that me and Mark are meeting up in Newcastle for our first ever night out. And Newcastle is going to be brilliant. So we're going to be in Newcastle a couple of weeks' time. So we'll see each other anyway, which is cool. So Mark's going to be really cool indeed for that. I like travelling. I love travelling a lot. Yesterday was good. Trudeau was nice. Trudeau was a beautiful town. It's a beautiful countryside, and he lives in the countryside, Andy. And it was a very, very nice. It was really nice. It was really nice yesterday. Really nice indeed. Nice girlfriend as well. Yeah, it's got as well. But his studio's pretty the same size as this one, really. He's got the same things as before. He's got the same. He's got the same setup I've got. Big studio, big thing like this. He's got 2 screens. He's got one here and one on the top, but not like a screen like this big. Because my screen's about that big anyway. It's big. It's about that size. So, but no sort of things for it anyway. So that's great little studio, nice and roomy. Well, last question. Last question. Yeah, we'll do the surprise in a minute. Would you prefer Paul Rodgers or Adam Lambert? Oh, this question gets to me all the time. Why is everybody asks me this question? P-R or A-L? Adam Lambert is a no-no. Paul Rodgers was good, but he isn't a Freddie. But I like his singing. That's a hard question. Because what with me is, when we were discussing about this many years ago about the Adam Lambert situation, I mean, Chris went off it totally. He went off it. He was pissed off. He wasn't happy with it, and he said, obviously, because Queen were deciding who was going to front it, and Lambert, and it was just like awful. So I still think that they need to get rid of him. Period. Because he's absolutely terrible. Why an American does Queen songs, I have no idea. Why didn't they just choose, like we said last time, like Jeff thingy? No. We have to go for a generation of what we like for them. Imagine Mary Turner went this. I'm Mary Turner. And how are you? And we're going to go inside and see Mr. Adam Lambert and talk about his career. Let's go inside. Come with me. And I really went on her Discogs profile. I looked at all the interviews she did. She's bloody terrible interview she does. She just like sits in the Westwood One studio and narrates it, but they're not even there. It's kind of fake, really. So they take like portions of an interview from America, but they don't similar. They don't actually. She's not actually there. She's just I'm returning. just so, it's like so thinks it's so brilliant. It's just not really. Mary turns bad, terrible. Anyway, so now we come to the final part of Queensville now. So if you followed Queensville for a while, I thought today I'd do a reaction video today, and this is my reaction to Ted Poley. And this video is so fucking pathetic, right? This was Poley. 2016, his album came out, Beyond the Fade. Right? This video is, what you're going to see is the most pathetic EPK he ever did for Frontiers Records. And I'll just quickly say from my point of view, I'll turn the sound a little bit, because I don't have the sound too loud, so you can hear me as well in the comments. So this thing was, this album came out, and this album is not very good at all. Apparently, this interview is stupid. This interview is absolutely ridiculous. So, if you want to laugh for like 10 minutes, laugh at this, because this is hilarious. Poley is at his best. I don't know what to say about it, but here we are. Have a laugh with this, and I'll put the headphones on so you guys can hear it. But I do warn you guys, just watch this. This is so fucking stupid. This video is pathetic. Oh, I don't believe it.
Hey everybody, Ted Poley here to premiere my brand new album for you called Beyond the Fade on Frontiers Music. If you're watching this, I'm assuming that you're at home with a computer monitor having a great time, so sit back, relax, and I'll preview some cool stuff for you. We'll meet Alessandro Del Vecchio, my awesome producer, and we'll sort of walk you through this thing. Hey, here we go. The first single, the first video, great song written by the Martin Brothers of Vega fame. Little bit of me in there, and arranged by the great Alessandro Del Vecchio. We did a kick-ass video near Bergamo, Italy. Featured the audience, which I love to do. Everybody's a friend when you come to
He's a friend.
And we just had a lot of fun. Videos, high energy, band looks great. I thought the footage that I've seen so far is awesome. Hopefully you've enjoyed it as well.
Awesome. What is with that picture? Sons of shit. Oh my god.
And we're back.
Hey.
The album title, have to call it an album because you don't know what it's going to be called in the future. CDs, maybe, maybe not, who knows what they're going to be. But anyway, the album title is called Beyond the Fade.
Beyond the Fade.
Which I came up with for basically two reasons. One of the meanings is, when I was a little kid, I used to love when the guitar player just get crazy at the end of a song. I'd have to just listen at the fade and crank up my stereo to get the very last bits of the best of when a guitar player goes crazy. So I sort of left the endings a little bit longer on some songs so that you really could get a feel of some of the best stuff that comes after a normal fade. So that's one of the reasons I call it that. The other reason, Beyond the Fade, I'd like to think that I'm at the peak of ripeness. However, I think that maybe the glory days of our music had peaked, oh, I don't know, let's just say a few years ago. However, we're still out here and we're still making music and we're still doing some of our best work. And I feel that that was the fade, but we live on beyond the fade. So that was my concept, and hopefully you'll love the album. I think it's really cool. Worked hard. Alessandro Del Vecchio, I'll introduce you to him in a moment. We worked side by side. He's the main producer. I was his co-producer. We rearranged all of these songs. The songs were written by the Vega guys, the Martin Brothers.
Ooh, cheat.
Of internet fame and many bars and smoke-filled evenings, but a lot of their lyrics are wonderful. Their songs are great. I'm a big fan. Got a cool Jolene Turner song on this record, something I've wanted to sing for many years, and I'm thrilled with it. I hope you'll be thrilled with it too. And thanks for checking in with me.
Hey. Oh, yeah.
Ted Poley here with my good friend and producer Alessandro Del Vecchio here in Italy.
Hi everybody. So let's talk how everything started a few months ago.
A few months ago. Been saving some of these songs, well, one of them for 25 years almost, but yeah, the songs, I go to my A-list songwriters, the Martin Brothers of England. And
well, I'm going to stop that anyway, because it's boring. But let's have a look at some of Polly's favourite parts. Yeah.
And we're back. And we're back. And we're back. The footage that I've seen to do.
Yeah, I think the best one was probably. Let's see. Let's go back to. Let's see. Let's have a look.
Producer run by the Face. Songs are on this. And
you go back to the previous one.
And thanks for thanks for checking in with me.
It's just so stupid. That is one of the worst ever EPKs I've ever seen in my life. Seriously. And now people can do things like that. Hey, we're back. It's just pathetic. Polly is the king. I smoke weed. Does he? That's too much for me. That's too much. Polly is just a stupid guy. Why the hell is he dancing in the studio for? Why is he dancing like this for? I was saying that though, Jodie comes and she'll be dancing around going, oh, it sounds like, hey, the happiest days. And you don't do that in the studio. Come on, man. You're a bloody rock star. Rock star. Who the hell has a tattoo called Rockstar on their bloody arm? Is a stupid joke. Polly's nuts. The album's crap anyway, so don't even start me on that. It seriously is bad. So you're thinking, oh, Polly made a great album. No, he didn't. He made a shit album. It's just terrible, terrible. So that's Polly's mind of tricks, as it would say. So he's got his style is his style, and Polly is crazy. And dude in the studio has banged my head. Let's get some fucking good stuff on. You know, mate, relax, chill, dude. Polly's nuts. Anyway, we're going to finish this in about a few minutes, because I'm going to go and get my tea, and then I'm going to leave you guys. Just to recap what I told you guys before, Jodie is coming back. She is coming back soon. We are back with Dead Inside, which is wonderful. And yeah, so that's back on. We're back on with Dead Inside now. That album will stay on YouTube until we're ready to record it. The release date's been changed now to August, so it gives us plenty of time to get the vocals done in one day and everything else is been fine with it. And then hopefully we will be on the road by September. Everybody on board with it. So yeah, we're just pretty much going to be busy by September's going to be really good. So kind of a busy schedule. It's going to be pretty. The schedule's going to be pretty busy, but I am looking forward to the next couple of months being very good indeed for us. So and if anybody out there would like to do an EPK of what we do not submit it to Ted Pauly, please, because Ted Pauly's are right. And we're back. I'm not doing that. You can be real. Sit with the honest. Interview the honest. And I'll do it my way. I'll do it my way. Yes. Or as I was, the KMFDM says, hell yeah. So yeah. Actually, I just put something there because there was nothing else to wear. So I was like, when we closed in the room, it was just didn't have time to sing it really. That's pretty wrong. But inspirational for actually it's weird. When I got the song Chains recorded a couple of weeks ago, it came from FKMFDM. Actually, that's the sound I wanted for the album to do, and I really liked the way that the sound of some of these songs really sound really good indeed. And but Pauly doesn't write his own music. What? You had to ask the brothers to write it for you? Are you taking the piss, mate? You've got to write your own material, otherwise you'll get dropped. You're thinking, you can't get them just guys that write it for you all the time. It's like, but we're friends. Well, it's had Frontiers Records for many years. No got chance. Look, I smoke weed. Weed. Yeah, stupid dude anyway. Don't like his music anyway. I don't like his music at all. I just think that video is so stupid. One of those worst EPKs ever made. Why couldn't he just relax and calm down? And just be himself. It's just pointless to be such a dude who's got to go like this, do this. It's like, you know, yesterday when I was in the studio with Andy, I said, let's try and make something that's really melodic and do that sort of thing. And do that. And like Pauly chord. Oh yeah, hey, fade. Stupid dude. He's just like so stupid, that guy. Really sweet. So no, I don't like Pauly at all. I hate him. He's just so stupid. I showed the video to one of my friends, Emmeline, who is doing her photo shoots, and she laughed so hard. You know, it's never laughed in my life. She looked at the video, picked up the pieces, which the video we showed you on YouTube, and it was bloody awful. And it was just like, you see the guy doing that? What is he doing? He's like, he's just trying to be he. Where's my album? Hello. Okay. Alessandro, I love you. That's just so him, isn't it? That's so him. They just have got a lot of things they want to say, and they go, you have to, it's Pauly though, Pauly. She's just like, I want to talk about the album. He goes, we are. It's me. Weed. Fade. Meow, said the cat. Meow, said the doggy. It's just ridiculous. So, anyway, there was no more questions, guys. I think we are done. So, thanks for tuning in, guys, for this great stream, and I really enjoyed it. I'd like to just quickly say thank you to everybody tuning in. Thanks for the questions tonight. We're back with you guys next Saturday for another Queensville General Chat studio updates as well. There's more on it, so it should be good. Should be really good indeed. I think we'll probably have more fun next week with it anyway. And Devin is not really a good girl because I speak really seeking very well. Here you go. She's just been very quiet, to be honest. So, look out for an announcement coming live stream on YouTube on Friday. Exciting news happening, which we will tell you about anyway. We might have heard it, obviously, but we will confirm it on Friday. The news which will happen, and I'm excited to do that as well. So it's going to be really good. So, anyway, guys, that's it from me. There's not going to be a live streaming on Monday for only one live stream this week, like on the channel. And from telling out, have a great week, have a good weekend. Try and keep yourselves dry from the weather because it is going to rain very heavy tonight. It's been raining pretty good now. Actually, by the time we had it, the weather cleared as well, which is good. So it's going to be cool. Right, guys, that's it from me. See you guys next week for another Queensville chat. Until then, bye.